Okay. One wrestling call. Go ahead, Kevin. Pick. Who do you think is going to have the best wrestling call?
This is backwards. I think this one.
I think you're right.
I think you're going to...
This should
wrestling call.
Wait. We got to do this in order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caitlyn.
Hello.
Caitlyn, I want to start things off. I get round 1.
Oh,
Eric
okay.
gets round 2.
Is that how it goes?
Round 1. What's your favorite Martin Luther King moment or story or passage?
You know what? Martin Luther King moments are special because I live in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's like a real special thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seeing I saw a picture the other day, and it was a twerk off for Martin Luther King.
Okay, that's a little bit disrespectful.
Yeah.
Maybe in Canada you don't have the same rules as us, but if you were to post that here in the States,
I didn't post it.
You will be prosecuted.
Yep.
Okay.
It's automatic jail time.
But you are Canadian, you do get a pass.
Yep.
I get that.
You know, the whole thing, Degrassi,
The whole
all that. We're still trying to forgive and forget.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't say I was a fan of Degrassi either.
Okay.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'd be real careful what you say.
You're kind of
next.
like Bobby
Yeah.
Fischer. You have no country at this point.
Yep.
You're just kind of like
Have you been outed by your
nomadic
government?
expatriate.
So you're saying whatever it takes, you won't make it through.
I'm sorry, what?
She doesn't.
Oh, never mind.
She just said she didn't like Degrassi, so
Yeah.
you quoted the
So I
theme
quoted
song.
the Degrassi. hey, when you were talking about, sorry, Caitlyn, we'll get back to this in a second, but
Unless you turn around.
we were talking about when I said I didn't like Clone High, and
Yeah.
then I get people going, yeah, but here's why, let me tell you this about Clone High.
Yeah.
That happened yesterday with Game of Thrones. Somebody called in. So I hear you don't like Game of Thrones? I really just don't. Yeah, okay, well, I just want to say how cool it was when this and this and this.
You know Drake hosted SNL this last
Yeah,
week?
hey, I bet he was great.
And, hey,
he's a
and
good
people-
actor.
And people were like, wait, what's he going to do? He's an actor.
Yeah,
didn't
it's
know he was an
crazy
actor.
because to me, he's not a musician.
No, me neither.
To
When
me,
I
he's
see
Degrassi.
him, he's Jimmy.
And he was great on that. He was a good actor.
He was fine. He was as good as any other kid on Degrassi. So
Anyway.
yeah, Caitlyn, go ahead with your wrestling-related question.
Okay, so round 2, wrestling talk. Go ahead.
ahead.
Definitely. What do you think of Raw? What do you think of the build-up to the Rumble?
What do I think of this past Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, that was like watching Nitro from 1998. That was so bad for a go-home show to one of your biggest pay-per-views of the year. Can you explain to me what? Okay, look, it did focus. It focused. Let me move this microphone so you can hear me better. It did focus on the pay-per-view. A lot of things led up to, what's going to happen at the pay-per-view? Unfortunately, none of the things that are going to happen at the pay-per-view are interesting. Batista's back.
Everything
Who
felt
gives
like,
a shit?
So they're gonna talk about this, which is an angle, and then it was like a B segment, and then like
It ended
like
with
it's
John
ending.
Cena chasing a car. John
like,
Cena
it
chased
ended
a
with
car.
Randy Orton committing Grand Theft Auto. I really don't think that's how you want to go into the Rumble.
It was so weird because here's the thing. You guys didn't see it, but John Cena
I saw pictures.
was not at Raw until like 20 minutes before it was over. And then all of a sudden, they cut to a camera backstage of him running in from outside of the arena in his jorts and his new t-shirt and hat. Not in a car, no bags. It looks like he just ran from like down the street. He's like, oh shit, I'm late for work. So he runs into the arena and Randy Orton's in the middle of a match and John Cena interrupts the match and then he starts beating up Randy Orton all around the arena and then he chases Randy Orton to the outside of the arena. And they keep fighting. It's all snowy and cold outside. Randy Orton jumps into a car that somebody else is driving, and they drive away. And then John Cena is left out in the cold going, who was driving the car, which will never be answered, ever.
Nope.
You will never have an answer to who was driving the car.
Never.
And also, they came back inside, and it had John Cena celebrating with the fans for like 5 minutes. And you just go, is this the runoff for Raw? Is this really how we're going to sell? Daniel Bryan had like the best ending to a Raw that I've seen in a really long time last week. And then this week, it was John Cena chasing a car after a repeat match from the week before.
It was bad.
Batista came back and wore the tightest jeans I've ever seen on a man. He looked like he beat up Spanish exchange kids and then took their clothes. He had like a track jacket that might as well have said like Milan on the back. And he just like, he beat up another dude and you're just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like the tag titles are being defended in the pre-show. CM Punk, I guess, is number 1 in the Royal Rumble, but he's not going to win. Daniel Bryan's not even in the Royal Rumble, apparently. So I don't know. I went from a week ago being really, really excited about this pay-per-view to, wow, I don't even, what's the point?
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't think like it hit everybody. When it hit me, I was like, oh, so Daniel's not in the Rumble? So like, why should I watch this?
Exactly. Isn't it? It's just, I don't know. I think that Royal Rumble is your second biggest pay-per-view because it sets up for your biggest pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's Royal Rumble is the go-home show to your go-home show. Like, WrestleMania is what you're building for all year, and Royal Rumble leads up to that, and now you've just led up to Royal Rumble with something so pitiful I don't give a shit. So, I don't know. It's really a bummer to see where it is right now compared to where it was a week ago, because last week I couldn't watch that Daniel Bryan making the crowd, like, slow chant at, like, oh, it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
And then now it's just like, he came out and cut a promo, and then he was gone.
Last week, like, I didn't get it the first time, and then I went and watched it back, and, like, you watched the crowd reaction, and, like, it was too cool.
Oh, it was incredible. I think that was one of the best moments in Raw in a really long time, and I think that, what I thought last week is that that's what you're going to see at WrestleMania. Is you're going to see, instead of 15,000 people or however many people were there, you're going to see 70,000 all doing the yes chant, all in unison.
And that's going to be crazy.
Yeah. But now you're not. Now you're going to get Batista versus Randy Orton or Batista versus John Cena or something like that.
Oof.
I just don't care. And you know what really bums me out is that it's going to be the first pay-per-view that I'm going to have for WWE Network. Yeah. And it's like, I don't even want to watch it.
See, at least you're lucky. I don't get the WWE Network, I think, until, they said late 2014, early 2015.
Yep.
A little disappointed about that.
Yeah. Hey, isn't there a way that you can subscribe to it and then, like, run it through, like, a proxy on your computer, which sounds like a fucking headache? But
I'm going to try.
Better than not.
I'm going to try, because, like, the least you could do is, like, I sign up for a month, and then it's, like, it doesn't work, and
You have to sign up. Hey, you have to sign up for 6. You have to sign up for 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's $60.
Hopefully it works.
Yeah, sorry, but I don't know. Hey,
I'll figure it out.
Who do you think will return at the Royal Rumble? Like anyone interesting?
See, I'm actually from Winnipeg, and the Winnipeg Sun ran an article like last week or whatever, and was
About
like,
Chris
Jericho's going to be at the Rumble.
Yeah, he's gonna be in. I would think maybe Evan Bourne. And
I think RVD.
And then Sheamus. Sheamus will probably come back.
Sheamus coming back as a heel would be really, really cool.
Sheamus coming back at all is a real bummer. I don't want him back. We already have John Cena. We don't need orange-haired John Cena. I don't. Yeah.
That's true, but I mean, if he's gonna come back, make it interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I'm not as excited for the Royal Rumble as I was a week ago, and that's just a bummer.
And I was gonna plan. I think I'm going to go to the movie theater to watch that, but I don't even know anymore because it's like...
I love the Royal Rumble too. I love that event, and now... But now it's like they took my guy out of it, and it's just like, I don't care.
They took everybody's guy out of it. Like, your favorite wrestler doesn't even need to be Daniel Bryan for you to be disappointed about it.
Right. I really feel like you're going to see Kane come into the Royal Rumble and probably eliminate CM Punk or something, and that's going to set up for a match at Elimination Chamber or at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I feel like it's Kane at the Chamber and then Trips at Mania.
I would think so. And I think Brock Lesnar will take on whoever, I would assume John Cena winning the title, and then Brock Lesnar will fight John Cena at Elimination Chamber, and then there will be like an Undertaker thing, so it'll be Brock and Undertaker at WrestleMania? Is that what everyone thinks is going to happen?
Possibly. I think it's going to be Orton that walks out with the title at Rumble, though.
I don't particularly care.
Yeah, true, but I have a feeling like the whole authority thing will come crashing down at Mania, and that means like Orton losing his title, hopefully Triple H putting Punk over, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just don't need to see Triple H wrestle anymore. Well, I'm good. I'm all right. I don't need to see Batista wrestle. I don't need to see Brock Lesnar wrestle. I don't need to see Triple H wrestle.
What about Ted DiBiase?
DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase,
Delabisi.
the $1 Million Man.
Delabate.
Ted DiBiase shows up from time to time, but he doesn't wrestle.
Sorry.
You know what? As much as I don't want to see Brock Lesnar wrestle another match, I think the stuff that he's been doing with Big Show has been really interesting because he looks like a fucking maniac. So it's fun to watch Brock Lesnar be a maniac and scream on the ramp and throw monitors on the ground and beat the shit out of a table with a chair.
Yeah.
Why not? That's at least fun, but then you have to watch him wrestle Big Show, and that's not much of a payoff.
Yeah. Hey, I was watching their segment on Raw, and it was like what Brock Lesnar's doing is like really cool, and then cut to Big Show, and I'd go, ugh.
Yeah, and I just don't give a shit. But man, he took the monitor. It's like it's like the size of like those things on the ground over there next to the wheelchair, like those bigger, kind of bulkier things. It's like a CRT type monitor. He rips it out of the table and throws it at the Big Show. And it's like, oh, you're really gonna hit this guy? That looks like it's gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah.
He just chucked it. Nah, it was weird, but it was really funny. I thought that was a fun segment. Yeah, I thought Raw was really.
Batista, I don't know if like maybe it just like didn't come across the TV well. The pop for him didn't seem that big.
No, not at all.
I felt like they were chanting for him like beforehand. I was like, it's gonna be big, and then it wasn't.
They teased it, and then he came out. Like they teased it in the first segment, so everyone got all excited. But then, I don't know.
He seemed kind of small.
Oh, he's 40-something years old.
Oh yeah.
And he doesn't bulk up anymore. He's lean fit. He's not wrestler fit, where it's like big puffy chest muscles and like big veiny arms. He's lean fit like an MMA guy.
Yeah.
So he wears tight skinny jeans.
Like he's getting to like being like the wrinkly muscular almost, and it's not good.
He looks. Everyone said he looked like Pitbull, which I mean he did. He did look like Pitbull. It looked like Pitbull came out and beat up Alberto Del Rio. But again, you're putting Batista, who I don't care about, against Alberto Del Rio, who I don't care about.
Definitely don't care about.
Yeah, Jesus, man. I don't know. Raw went from again really cool to really boring. I want to see more of the Shield and more of the Wyatts, and I would like to see a feud between.
I thought you were going to say the Shield and the Wire.
Yeah, I want to see the Shield. Those are great shows that should fight each other.
Yeah.
I want to see the Shield and the Wyatts against each other before, like, they split up. Make that a Mania match. The Shield versus the Wyatts, and then make them split up at WrestleMania. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I have a feeling like the Shield will be in like a triple threat match for maybe like Dean Ambrose's U.S. title at Mania.
I don't think they're gonna split up before WrestleMania. I think they're gonna split up at Mania.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of time. You have the Royal Rumble, which will start the cracks. I mean, they've already started, but you're gonna have Dean Ambrose eliminate Roman Reigns or some stupid thing, and then Elimination Chamber. They're gonna work as a cohesive unit to have the tease kind of go away, and then you're going to have them split up at WrestleMania. I would think. If I were to book that, I think you book it like the Edge and Christian split, where when Edge won the IC title from Lance Storm, you tease the Christian, like, hitting him with the title and everything. Oh, it doesn't happen that night, and then it happens a short time later. I think that's what you do, but
that makes sense.
I don't know. I think they're ready to pull the trigger on, like, a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And hopefully things come together, but, like...
Yeah, I'm not. I went from really hopeful to not hopeful. So.
Yeah. Oh. I agree. And it was like I just finished watching. I watched like the Wrestling Road Diaries tonight.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's such a good DVD, and it's so long. It's so long.
3 hours.
Yeah. But
and like download the extras too. That's another 2 hours.
I like seeing Bryan Danielson sneeze with his eyes open.
Creepiest thing I've probably ever seen.
That was crazy. He got kicked in the head so hard he detached a retina.
And
then when it healed, something happened where I don't know if it didn't heal right or what, but he can sneeze with his eyes open. It's really
doesn't seem right.
No. But
it was a weird thing to see.
It's funny to watch the Wrestling Road Diaries because it's just like some indie guys going around on the road, and one of them is Bryan Danielson, who's Daniel Bryan now, who's like the biggest guy in WWE, but I remember going to PWG shows with Brian and just going like, this guy's my size. And he's like super nice. And he's just kind of a nerd and he's so huge. So, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to see where wrestling goes from where it starts like with these young guys to where it's kind of coming up. Especially with, WWE's signing and who kind of stays on the indies because they want to stay on the indies, like Colt Cabana. It's there's a lot of different facets. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in Japan. I think the indies are in the middle of a revival right now.
Did you ever, when you were in Japan, did you ever watch sumo?
I saw it on TV.
Yeah.
But that was I've seen it on TV here, so I mean it wasn't like ooh. I also saw.
You know what though? For some reason, it was exciting there.
Really?
For some reason, I was with a ton of people that it was like, okay, this is cool. I'll never watch this again, but cool. You know,
I also watched Nash Bridges in Japan, so that was.
We watched a British show called Primeval, and there was people. It's people fighting dinosaurs.
Isn't that the name of the dinosaur fighting game?
That's
Primal Rage.
Yeah, Primal Rage. Yeah.
Well, whatever. Okay, well, that nobody else wants to hear about the wrestling thing. Kevin wasn't expecting a 15-minute call.
No, you wanted me to pick somebody to talk wrestling
about
with, and I picked somebody to talk wrestling with.
Yeah, that's right.
You have all.
I don't believe.
Caitlyn, did you have another comment or a question tonight?
Not that's not about wrestling, to be honest.
Oh, well, there you have it.
Awesome.
That's it.
All right, cool. If you guys ever want to talk about wrestling, you can hit me up on Twitter or Tumblr, and we can talk privately because nobody wants to see this shit in public, probably. Maybe.
No, it's good.
Who knows?
It's good.
It is.
Who knows?
Everyone
Maybe.
said you're putting Rocco to sleep. You're putting Rocco to sleep. I prefaced when we started. I got 90 minutes of sleep last night, and you're gonna see me fucking lose it and come back.
Yep.
Oh,
And
man.
it happens. So that has nothing to do with him.
Cool. Well, Caitlyn, thank you very much for your call.
No problem.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Good
Take
night.
it easy.
Bye.
Bye. All right.